This is the story of Robert Baker, who, as a crew member of a British bomber during a mission over Brummen in the Netherlands on June 26, 1943, was shot down and landed in the village garden. Robert Baker, Bob, was born on April 10, 1921 in Levenshulme in Manchester. In 1941, at the age of 20, Bob opted to enlist in the RAF as a volunteer for flying duties. On October 27 of that year, after passing various medicals, he was accepted and began his training at RAF base Padgate. After a thorough training, he was assigned as a sergeant navigator to the RAF's 218th Gold Coast Squadron on June 19, 1943, and stationed at RAF base Downham Market Station. Bob's squadron flew the short Stirling. The short Stirling was not a popular bomber. It was essentially too small for its task and couldn't operate at high altitude, making it an easy target for German anti-aircraft guns and occasionally for bombs dropped by their higher flying counterparts. Rose a loud cry upon a lonely hill, while in the frailty of our human clay, Christ our Redeemer passed the self-same way. Still stands his cross from that dread hour to this. Bob had already flown a few missions during his training, but the real work began on June 25, 1943. Around 11:50 p.m. that evening, the 218th Bomber Command took off from Downham Market Airfield for a bombing raid on Gelsenkirchen in Germany.
Hello Skipper, next course 138 magnetic. 138 magnetic it is.
A dead whose cross has bought them and whose stuff has laid.
Bob landed in the garden of the family Berendsen on the Schoolstraat in Brummen. He hit his head on a clothesline pole and lost a tooth. The 6 other crew members landed in the fields east of Brummen near the IJssel River, known as Kortenhoever. There they hid in a haystack behind het Broekhuis. The Stirling was hit and crashed in a field near the Segers family farm in Empe near Brummen around 1:30 a.m., according to the police report. Mr. Berendsen took Bob to a police officer named Day, who lived nearby. The next morning, the German SS showed up at the police officer's door and arrested Bob. To avoid trouble for the police officer and his family, Bob surrendered voluntarily and went with the SS. For that he needed Day's shoes, because he was missing one boot after the parachute jump.
zijn eigenlijk de overblijfselen van een oude koest. Geiger zijn Messerschmitt 110, een motor met een propellerblad. En hier hebben we een van de 2 kielvlakken met zijn overwinningstekens erop, 53 stuks.